I've been making these leather cocktail glass koozies with a built-in coaster for the last couple of months completely by hand. But with the craziness of the holiday season, I needed to figure out a way to make them more efficiently. So today I'm going to use my brand new Creality Falcon2 Pro enclosed laser to do just that. Let's go! The first step was getting my handmade cardstock template into a format that I could use in Lightburn. So I traced my template onto some cardstock and then scanned it. Now Lightburn actually does a great job of tracing objects, but even little variations like these pencil marks can make the cut a little less than perfect. So I like to bring the image into Affinity Designer and then use the pen tool to trace the image. And as you can see, this provides a nice clean edge. I can then bring it into Lightburn and use the trace image feature to create the line and all the stitching holes to be cut out. I also wanted to add a decorative detail to the front, so I also traced a picture of my buddy's beautiful Kamiko pattern in the same way and then added it to the template. And finally, I added my logo to one corner and set it as a fill to engrave and everything else as a line to cut. Next, I prepped the leather by cutting a couple pieces slightly larger than what I needed, and then added some low-tack tape to the finished side to protect it while being cut. And then it was off to my Creality Falcon2 Pro 22-watt laser to do the work for me. Now I've had a 10-watt unenclosed laser for a while, but with the increase in power, the enclosure, and all of its safety features, this laser is a big step up for me. After focusing the laser, I moved back to Lightburn. One of the other major upgrades for me with this laser is the built-in camera, which makes aligning the image on the piece a breeze. Then I could home the laser, hit start, and away it went. A couple other great features are the built-in fan and the included air assist that come with the laser. And just like that, the leather was cut and engraved. After removing the tape, you can see that the koozie and the stitching holes were cut perfectly and my logo came out great. And after punching out the Kamiko pieces, you can see how detailed you can really get with the laser. Next up was stitching the two edges together using the corset stitch. I made a video dedicated to leather stitching where I go in depth into the process of how to do this corset stitch and others, and I'll leave a link above in case you want to check it out. But at a high level, I start with two needles secured to the opposite ends of the same thread and create a loop at the top. Then, with the bottom of the koozie pointed down, I take the right needle and stitch down into the next hole on the left, and then back up through the hole parallel to that one on the right side. And that creates one half of the cross. Then do the same thing with the left needle, only opposite. Down through the hole on the right side, and then back up through the parallel hole on the left side, completing the cross, and then pull both threads tight. Then just continue the pattern all the way down, making sure to pull it tight after each cross. With the koozie done, it was now time to attach the built-in coaster to the bottom. I started by punching holes at the end of each tab. Then I used those to mark the corresponding holes on the koozie. And then punched those holes. To attach the bottom to the top, I decided to use some brass rivets and a rivet setting set. You simply feed the rivet through the koozie and then the bottom tab. Then you put the brass washer on at the top. And then you use the rivet setter to push the washer down the rivet. Then you trim off the excess rivet and use the other tool to round over the end. And just like that, I had custom leather cocktail glass koozies with built-in coasters made in less than half the time thanks to my Creality Falcon2 Pro enclosed laser. If you've made it this far, let me know your favorite cocktail in the comments, and as always, thanks for watching.